When I moved in with my son, I didn't tell him the truth. I had just inherited $27 million. I wanted to see who he would be when he thought I had nothing. I packed only what I needed: 2 sweaters, a pair of sensible shoes, and the photo of his father smiling beside a rusted fishing boat. The rest, my house, my quiet mornings, my secrets, I left behind. When my son Daniel opened the door, he hugged me with a tenderness that felt practiced, like something he'd learned from watching other people be kind. "Mom," he said, already glancing past me at the boxes, "we'll make it work." I smiled. I didn't tell him about the inheritance. The money had arrived 3 weeks earlier, wrapped in legal language and the brittle voice of a lawyer who sounded surprised. I was still alive. $27 million. My Aunt Miriam's estate. She'd been distant, eccentric, rumored to be wealthy. I had sent her birthday cards and nothing more. She left me everything. I told no one. Not Daniel. Not my sister. Not even the mirror. Daniel's house was loud in the good ways and cramped in the hard ones. His wife Laura was kind but tired. Their kids, Eli and Nora, were whirlwinds of noise and crumbs. I took the small room near the laundry, learned the rhythm of their days, folded socks, listened more than I spoke. Money changes rooms before it changes people. I wanted to see who they were without it. At first, Daniel tried. He made coffee in the mornings, asked about my sleep, set a glass of water by my bed at night. But life pressed in. Bills stacked. The car needed repairs. Laura's job cut hours. The kids grew out of shoes at a criminal pace. I offered what I could. My Social Security check, careful budgeting, cooking from scratch. Daniel accepted with a nod that carried both gratitude and relief. Then came the comments. "We'll have to skip the dentist this month," Laura said once, not looking at me. "The heating bill is brutal," Daniel sighed another night, louder than necessary. They never asked outright. They didn't need to. Guilt has a way of learning your name. I watched. I waited. One afternoon, I overheard Daniel on the phone. "She's fine," he said. "But it's, another mouth. We'll manage." Another mouth. I folded a towel until the edges aligned perfectly. $27 million sat quietly in a bank account, earning interest, changing nothing and everything at once. The real test came with Eli. He fell from the monkey bars and broke his wrist. The ER visit turned into surgery. The insurance covered some, not all. The bill arrived like a verdict. That night, Daniel sat at the kitchen table, head in his hands. Laura cried silently. The kids slept upstairs, unaware. I cleared my throat. "I can help," I said softly. Daniel looked up, eyes hollow. "Mom, you've done enough." I nodded. "All right." I didn't tell him then either. Instead, I paid the bill the next morning, anonymously, through a foundation I'd quietly set up. I'd learned how easy it was to move money without being seen. When Daniel found out, he was confused. "They said it was covered," he told Laura. "Some charity." "Lucky," she said. Lucky, I almost laughed. Weeks passed. The house grew colder, not in temperature but in tone. Laura began to correct me in front of the kids. Daniel stopped asking how my day was. I became furniture. Useful, quiet, easily ignored. One evening, during an argument I wasn't meant to hear, Laura's voice sharpened. She could at least contribute more. Or find somewhere else. Daniel didn't answer. That night I didn't sleep. The next morning, I asked Daniel to sit with me. "There's something I need to tell you," I said. He braced himself like a man expecting bad news. "I inherited some money," I continued. "A lot of money." He blinked. "How much is a lot?" $27 million. The silence was absolute. Laura dropped her mug. It shattered. Daniel laughed once, a short, disbelieving sound. "That's not funny." "I'm not joking." The room tilted. Laura sat down hard. Daniel stared at me like I'd grown another face. "Why?" he said slowly. "Didn't you tell us?" "Because I needed to know something first." "What?" "Who we were to each other without it." Anger flared. "You tested us?" "I observed," I said. "There's a difference." Laura stood. "So all this time, I said gently, you were yourselves." "And so was I," Daniel's voice cracked. "We struggled. You watched us struggle. Yes, I said. And I helped where it mattered, quietly. He rubbed his temples. You could have saved us so much stress. I could have, I agreed. But money solves problems by hiding them. I wanted to see them clearly. The truth is, I wasn't punishing them. I was deciding what to do with the money, and with my life. I stood, I'm moving out. What? Daniel said. Mom, no. I've bought a small place near the park, I said. I've set up college funds for the kids. The mortgage here will be paid off by the end of the month. Laura's mouth opened, then closed. And, I added, there's a trust for you, Daniel. For emergencies? Not for comfort. Comfort you have to build yourselves. He swallowed. Why give us anything at all? I smiled, tired but sure. Because love isn't proven by suffering. It's proven by choice. I moved out the next week. The house felt lighter. So did I. Daniel visits now. Not often, but honestly, Laura is careful, kinder. The kids run through my new living room. The money sits where it always did. Powerful, patient, quiet. But the inheritance I value most is this. I know who my son is when there's nothing to gain. And he knows who I am when there's everything to give.